Very good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. So, I'm so delighted to see everyone here for this webinar, and definitely, I hope you have a lot of expectations today around this webinar. I know, and maybe you are new here, maybe you are a recurring participant in our webinar. Maybe you might have seen previous sessions, lives and all. Maybe this particular webinar can help you out in understanding OSCP and what are the things that we should know and how basically that we should start with OSCP. That's what we have to, we will be seeing today. So I can see there are 14 participants here today. And today, as you know, the topic very clear. We we are here to decode the OSCP. Very simple as that. What to know, what to learn, and what to avoid, and where we will be start. And if you're very much new to the cybersecurity, if you're very much a fresher, and if you're a big beginner, and if you're wondering like how OSCP could be, and am I eligible to learn OSCP, you might have such questions in your mind. So we'll be starting from there. You have few skeleton or you have a particular framework that needs to be followed when it comes to prepare for an OSCP. Okay, so OSCP is very simple. If you're already into cybersecurity, you can boldly go for OSCP. Okay, and there is no need to be scared of OSCP because a lot of people fails OSCP just because of not enough preparation and not in the right direction, especially. That is why people get failed in OSCP. If you're dedicated for 3 months, definitely you can clear OSCP without any problem, without any struggle. Well, of course, you'll be having a lot of hard works to put, and keeping that, you can easily clear the OSCP, the most prestigious and toughest examination said so by the community. So what we will do, we will start with our slides. I have our slide with me to show you. Okay. So let me share my screen. Maybe like you people have a lot of questions also to be clarified. We will discuss that. What are the questions that you have in your mind? Obviously, a lot of people will have questions as well. So we will see that. So Decode OSCP, what to learn, what to know, and what to avoid, especially. Okay. Roadmap to success. That's what we will be looking at today. And let's start with some rules. So I hope it would be better if you have keep your first name and last name in your naming convention. And I would ask you to switch off your cameras and mics. In case if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. We can discuss that. And in case if you have multiple questions, kindly note it down. We'll have a Q&A session at the last, maybe after 30 minutes. Then we will be looking at your all queries and what we can do further. Okay. Now, what is OSCP? Why OSCP matters? What to learn? What to know? What to avoid? That is what we will be discussing today. The topics for discussion today. You'll get to know what is OSCP first of all. Maybe few people are here who don't have any idea about OSCP, or people might have heard about OSCP but not sure what's the eligibility criteria, to whom it is really suitable for, and maybe if I complete it, and do I get a job, and what sort of job I will get? All these questions will definitely have in your mind. So we will discuss that all things in this webinar, and why OSCP matters, why it is discussed, being discussed, worldwide, and why it really that important. Okay, then what to learn, what to know, and what to avoid. Okay, that's what we will be discussing today in this webinar. Now, Hi, my name is Sam actually. I'm a corporate trainer and recognized leading expert, a security consultant and security manager with Securum Solutions and Securum Academy. And I handle the risk management for the complete organization as well as third-party organizations. And we are a cybersecurity catering organization who serves services, cybersecurity services worldwide. We do cater services to various sectors, both government and private sectors included, in the categories of health, automotive, IT, and e-commerce, banking, non-banking, fintech, all the sort of organizations we cover with our various cybersecurity services. Starts with compliance services. We have, you can say, end-to-end core cybersecurity services like VAPT. We have cloud assessment, IoT assessment. We have, you can say, blockchain security, and all these services in one side. And we have the defensive services like you have threat intelligence services. We have SOC management services. We have a lot of services. And of course, we do offer various opportunities to a lot of young talents. And I have taught over 5,000 individuals across different countries and states, and I hold nearly 8 years of experience in cybersecurity. So I have a whole bunch of certifications. I have done almost, you can name them. I will have it in my bucket, starting from ISO 27001 lead auditor, and now I'm currently preparing for CSAM, and I have OSCPs. You can say I have CPENT, LPT, CEH. I have CDIA, and I have CCSC. Most of the EC Council certifications, and OSCC from OffSec. So n number of certifications that I hold. Maybe you can know that from my LinkedIn profile as well. Okay, what is OSCP? Starts from here. A roadmap to crack most practical and cybersecurity certification presented by Securum Solutions, of course, created by OffSec, Offensive Security. Now, what is OSCP again? What do you know? It is in market, it is in place from 2006. It's almost 2 decades. We're just 1 year away from it's being like 2 decades. So we consider it's like 1 decade has been crossed. Still, it is the top level certification that is being discussed. You have what do you call CRTP, red teaming assessment. You have certification, and you have CPENT, you have LPT, you have big organizations are coming forward with their master level certifications, but still trying to compete with OSCP level, right? And we will be discussing about the differences of all these courses and what we have unique in OSCP. That's all a part that we will be discussing. So there is an OSCP certification, okay, Offensive Security Certified Professional, offered by Offensive Security, will get you ready with your offensive exploitation skills. Pure offensive exploitation skills focused on network, web applications, and Active Directory. If you think like you'll learn mobile application, maybe you'll get disappointed. If you think like cloud assessment, you'll get disappointed. If you think IoT, obviously you'll get disappointed. This course is not for people who wants to learn this different domains in cybersecurity. Rather, it is focused on network, web application, and Active Directory. And this will definitely test your enumeration, exploitation, privilege escalation, and documentation skill sets. Guys, I would like to explain you here. There are a lot of misconception going on between scanning and enumeration. When I ask you, give me some enumeration tools. Can anyone comment out, or anyone can unmute and say that what are the enumeration tools that you know? Okay, I'm gonna type enum for Linux. That's fine. And subfinder, great. Nmap, net executable. Okay, so now I would like to say that I can see a lot of comments that coming out, derp, DOS search, GoBuster, web-related enumeration tools. I can see Subfinder, enum for Linux for enumeration on your Linux target machine. But Nmap is purely a scanning tool, a scanning utility that helps you to scan the target device. It will not help you enumeration much. It has enumeration scripts, but the efficiency is just like 20 to 25%, not more than that. So Nmap we will not consider as enumeration tool. Rather, it is just a scanning tool. Okay. So we have tools like, yes, packets, and you have net executable, right? So few enumeration tools are there, which is obviously required to enumerate on ports. Okay. Very first thing that you need to know is your network basics, especially for OSCP. That's where you start. Well, I would say Nuclei is a very good tool for enumeration, but Nikto and Nessus are for vulnerability analysis. It will not help you for enumeration. Okay, there is something that people mostly misses out. That's what the problem that's happening in here. That is, first thing is like scanning. Well, Bubsuit is not actually an enumeration tool, John. Sorry to disappoint you. I'll let you know why. Well, Nikto and Nessus are vulnerability analysis tool. Okay, scanning is done. Once scanning is done, you will have n number of port numbers with you. Okay. Let's check how many of you are aware of critical port numbers. How many port numbers that you know? Okay, in your fingerprint. Maybe you can Google it, you will get n number of port numbers in your hand. But with your consciousness, like within your mind, in your memory, how many port numbers that you know. Try to recall and type it out in the chat box. Okay, so try to analyze yourself. Say, that will be very much good to know. Okay, you have 22, you have 21, you have 23, and you have 25, around 30 ports. That's very great, Aman. So if I ask you, what's the port number for NTP and what is the enumeration tool that you use for NTP? What is the attack vector that you can get out of NTP? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah. What's the attack vector that you have for NTP? And what is the impact? What's the security risk an attacker can get out of that protocol NTP? Okay. Why it really matters. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, it's very right answer for NTP. Where this NTP is being used and why it is being used, how a hacker can misuse it, and how a hacker can get information out of it. When you see NTP protocol, right, you know what's the next step that comes in your mind? I will find version of this protocol, I will look for vulnerabilities, and I will go for exploitation. No, that's not how it works. Okay, that is basic thing, that is simple thing that is getting missed out is enumeration. Okay, so far when you find the port number and version, that's what, even not version, when you find the port number, that's where your scanning stops. Your scanning process is done. The enumeration process is getting in touch with that port, how you can interact with that port. That's what enumeration. For example, few tools are there: NTPDC, NTPQ. Okay, these are all some enumeration tool. Okay, for NTP. Okay. Okay, so this is actually, and yeah, the initial access, John, you will get the initial access maybe when you have version enumeration, when you have version itself is vulnerable, you quickly go and use an exploit and get initial access. Okay, but it will not work with all the port numbers. It will not work with all the scenario. So main thing is like enumeration. Okay, why does enumeration matters? The enumeration matters because you have to communicate with that particular port or particular service to retain more and more information, because As you know, information gathering is very, very important. Almost 70% of your hacking relies on information gathering. In each stage, in each part, you have to collect information a lot. Okay, so you will collect enumeration, you will do enumeration, you'll use different tool sets to do enumeration and try to collect information out of it. Then you use it for exploitation. Okay, you use those information for exploitation. Okay, so when you start getting for example, as John said, you have to get the initial access, and you will find an exploit from publicly available resource. Then you try to use that exploit, and the exploit is asking you for an object identifier when you try to hack an SNMP protocol. SNMP protocol. You are trying to hack an SNMP protocol, and the exploit is asking you a prerequisite for an object identifier. You must have an object identifier to use that exploit. Where will you get that object identifier? You know SNMP version, you found an exploit, but you need some information. So you will go back again to find that object identifier. That is what enumeration means. You find that object identifier, then you proceed for exploitation. So you have to test your enumeration, exploitation, privilege escalation, and documentation skills. That's what OSCP is of. And the thing is, well, I have told you something, which is how real VAPT and red teaming happens. Whereas during the examination, you will be, NTP is such a port where you will not be getting remote shell, like, remote target access with NTP. Obviously, NTP protocol is not made for that. Okay, so you have to rely on port numbers and the services to get the remote shell. That's when you have your examination more interactive. For that reason, OSCP is designed such way. So it helps you to prove your persistence, practical skills, not just theory. And when you sit for the training, OSCP training, obviously you'll be handling a lot of practical sessions more than the theory sessions. The trainers will be starting with how to setting up your Kali Linux, how to use your Kali Linux and all. And guys, I would say a lot of efforts are required from your end as well. We cannot spoon feed you everything, like what is ls command, what is cd command. Obviously, I know people are commenting out a lot of tools and scripts. They might have been, like, aware of all these basic commands and all. Okay, why OSCP stands out, guys? Globally recognized certifications. Okay, globally recognized certifications for penetration testers and red teamers. Simple as that. It's not for SOC people. It's not for IoT. It's not for cloud people. Not for them. It's purely for penetration testers, especially network and web, and the red teamers. More than 20,000 professionals certified worldwide so far, and it is required and preferred in top cybersecurity roles. If you want to be a lead penetration tester or a senior security analyst, then definitely they'll be asking you, have you done your OSCP? Okay, so that's why the demand is more, the quality is more with the course. That's why we have this OSCP. Okay, then let's look at this OSCP exam overview. Okay, early preparation can better prepare us for a day of work. That's obviously we know. How quickly, how early we prepare, we stands out from the commoners. And the duration of the exam is 24 hours, and you'll have 5 targets, standalone plus an active directory set as well. And you have to score minimum of 70 to 80 marks, and mandatory detailed report submission is must. If you think you can get OSCP report of your friends, for example, your friend has cleared the exam, you think like you get help from your friend, you can see the reference, not copying. You will think like, I will just follow the pattern what he followed, then I will try to submit mine. Obviously, you're going to get you and your friend banned or failed for some reason. And offensive security people are very, very strict and very serious in their monitoring and evaluation techniques. So if they fail, if they feel anything suspicious, or if they feel anything, no, you can say malpractice things, then definitely they'll fail you. Minimum they can do is fail you, and sometimes they'll ban you. So don't be a victim for that. And and it's must you use only limited tools. It's must you use only limited tools. Manual exploitation focus must be more. You think like Metasploit framework can be used a lot. Metasploit framework can be easy for you to hack PCs and all. Well, it may obviously disappoint you. Okay, during the examination, you may have to rely on publicly available exploits, and sometimes you may have to tweak few things in the exploit code as well. Okay, what to know? Core skills, like I said, networking and TCP/IP fundamentals are must. Okay, ports, IP addresses, subnets. Okay, all these things are must. You must have an idea on Linux and Windows command lines. Understand about Active Directory structure, organizational units, forest, AD forest, what is it? What is AD controller, AD browser? What is all this? Understand the Active Directory structure. If you have to learn, then you have to start from basic Active Directory. Go to Google. I'll not say that you will follow this particular resource or something. You have follow whatever the resources that you're comfortable with. You can have CRTA, and I think it's free course. And you have what do you call Active Directory basics, that is in YouTube, and people have few Active Directory resources in Telegram and Discord. You do follow anyone from internet and understand Active Directory better. Then you have Active Directory attacks. First, understand how Active Directory works. Then you come to learn or then about the attacks. Because if you start without learning how Active Directory works, attacks cannot be possible. Okay. Because see, obviously, if you don't know how an FTP works or an SSS works, then definitely you cannot hack such port numbers, right? Simple, basic concept. So that's why you have to understand what is an AD. Then you start from there. Okay. And you go for enumeration, exploitation, then privilege escalation. These three methods are very, very important, very, very important. Scanning, obviously, I haven't mentioned it in here. That's the very first step. Scanning you will do, but these three steps, enumeration, exploitation, privilege escalation, is must. Obviously, you'll not be using Nessus during the examination. You'll not be using any vulnerability analysis tools in the examination. And you may have to use Bob Suit if you have any web challenges in the middle. Obviously, the web challenges can help you to get reverse shell access for the target server. Okay. Now, what to learn? Tools like Nmap, Netcat, GoBuster, spidering tools, Enum for Linux, SMB client, Packet. These tools are must to start with. Okay, especially in OSCP. Okay, and also we have lot of privilege escalation exploits and suggestions, exploit suggesters out there. Okay, Linux exploit suggester is there. Okay, LinPeace is there. Okay, WinPeace is there. So this one, privilege escalation using LinPeace, WinPeace, and PowerUp. These exploits are for privilege escalation. And enumeration exploitation using public CVs manually. You'll have a lot of CVs. You'll have a lot of scripts that could come up. You have to find out the public CVs for every vulnerability, for every services that is running. Okay. So sometimes you'll have to find out the version and find CVs. Then you have to go for basic scripting part, because Python, Bash, Ruby, PowerShell, these basics you must know. How a code is written, or maybe if a code is written there, you must know how to understand it. If you don't have any idea about it, I'm sorry, like maybe you'll struggle a bit if you don't know any of the coding languages, okay, that will disappoint you when you look at the code, because you may find, sorry, you may find a valid exploit, but still it may not work. Main reason is the exploit code needs little tweak to it. May needs little corrections to it. Okay, that's the reason. So you have to do it. What are the corrections you need to make it into the code? What are the problems that you may face? Maybe you have to add a domain name. You may have to add a target URI, not URL. Okay, URI. You may have to IP addresses. You have to reverse connect it to some different PC. Then you have to tunnel it to your PC. So such things may happen. So this can be done when you know how the script is written and what things that you need to change into the script. And I know you can easily understand the codes. You can easily start learning the basics of these scripting languages from, we have AI tools like ChatGPT and Grok, whatever that we have, DeepSeek and all. So you can learn from there. Okay. Well, web exploitation, LFI, RFI, SQLI, command injection. These are all some obvious vulnerabilities that you can get. Why did I mention this, guys? Can you tell me IDOR? IDOR is there. People know about IDOR. Okay. Why not IDOR is not here? Why didn't I mention in the web exploitation IDOR? We have a lot of vulnerabilities. SSRF is there, and we have what do you call XS is there. Why I have not mentioned those vulnerabilities in here? The main reason that I have not mentioned here, those vulnerabilities will not help you out to get the reversal. So you can clearly understand, unless that you get initial access, you get the foothold, the particular vulnerability is not useful. Yes, Aman Gupta have said like ये vulnerabilities के through shell access मिलते हैं, right? Okay. Uh, well, Prosen, we'll see that about CJCA. We have the new competition for OSCP. I have to go to the syllabus. I have not seen the syllabus properly. I understand OSCP was so expensive, like how we have iPhone in the market, Apple iPhone, but it is worth it. Okay, it is worth it. You will understand why it is worth it if you go through the syllabus properly. Okay. So privilege escalation scripts, like as we said, like we can use linpiece, winpiece, powerup. And when it comes to Active Directory, learn Mimikatz, Bloodhound, and how to invoke all these particular scripts and exploit DB, GitHub scripts. These are all the tools and techniques that you must learn. Okay, your enumeration skills, your web enumeration skills, whatever the tools that is in the chat box, learn, guys. And fellow participants have given a lot of tool set suggestions. That's very good. Okay, then what to avoid? Over reliance on tools. You think like Metasploit is there, I can do get it anything, and even exploit DB is there, I will get exploit and I will do. GitHub is there, I will get exploit from there. It is there. It will help you. But if you think that will alone will help you, no, it cannot. Okay. And ignoring documentation and reporting. So far in your education, in your learning phase, whatever the exploits, whatever the tools that you used, or whatever the steps that you followed to create a report may be very easy for you, but maybe rough, maybe very basic for you, but you have to improve your reporting level to professional report level. Okay, that's how OSCP reports must must look like. Okay, and Active Directory practice. You cannot skip the Active Directory concept. People think like it is very vague. People think like it's very new. So I have to skip it for a time. Okay. Next, poor time management. Okay. What is poor time management? Poor time management in exam or poor time management in learning? Both. Why did I say that? Sometimes during the learning phase, people are a little lethargic, to be frank. Okay. People think like, I will start solving today and it is halfway through. And again, a call came, the person starts going out and spending time somewhere. No, it should not be done. Well, you have to finish it in a very smart manner. Okay. If you have a CTF to be practiced, put up a timeline. Within 2 hours or 3 hours, I have to finish that CTF box. You cannot spend 6, 8, 12 one day for that box continuously sitting on it. Maybe you have work, you have to manage your work also. So spend 2 to 3 hours within that time period of time you have to finish that box. Okay. And not taking notes. First thing, when you try solving CTFs, definitely you will be blank. You don't have any idea how to solve a CTF. So watch walkthroughs and take notes out of it. Note it down, how things are done. Okay? And learn every tricks and every new techniques that you followed in every CTF. And create a cheat sheet of yours. Create a cheat sheet of your own. Okay. As the exam is open source, you can use your notes, you can use your cheat sheets and all. So whatever the CTFs that you solve, take cheat sheets. Divide the cheat sheet into 3 to 4 sections. How? Scanning, enumeration, version enumeration, exploit research, okay, exploitation. 5 stages, you have to have it in your Excel sheet. Scanning, this command is used, this port number is uptime. And after port number, you can use type just, you can go for enumeration. This script has been used. Then you got this out result. Then you go for exploit research. Then you use that exploit in this way. Then you get the reversal. And then you go for privilege escalation. So 5 steps, you have to take notes on each CTFs. Create a cheat sheet of your own. That's must. Okay. Everyone must have a cheat sheet for the process that you follow. Okay. Then last minute cramming. Like you should not hurry. Like you should not put you under pressure. Like I have only 2 days time. I haven't read Active Directory. I will do it today itself. No, that's not how it works. If you couldn't do it in 3 months, you cannot do it in 3 days. Okay. So spend time wisely, proper time management. That's must. Okay, recommended practice platforms. Guys, TryAcme for pre-OSCP path, you have to follow TryAcme. Basic challenges are there. Okay, you can start from networks also. Basic networking. Okay, then you can go for hack the box. Retired machines. If you have a paid subscriptions, that's fine. Okay, null list. Then you have vulnup. You have offline boxes. Multiple boxes are there in vulnup. Try downloading it and use it. You don't need any subscription or something. You go there, you download it, you import into your virtual machine, then you use it. Okay, if you have good internet connection. Then you go for PWK, Pentest with Kali, labs, official OSCP training material. You'll have it. You'll have the labs practice there. Okay, once you're done, you will have good confidence in you that yes, I can do it. Okay, what are the myths? Metasploit है तो क्या problem है? Well, that's not the thing. You cannot rely on it fully. You need to be a coding expert. Not an expert, guys, but at least a noob. Okay, but at least a noob. You cannot say that you have to be an expert. You have to know how the coding works. You should know how to, you should know, you have to code during the examination. Well, no, but you must know, like I said, you must know how to differentiate the, coding structure, what is written, what is required, what I should know, what I should give input, how I can modify it. Okay, that you should know. It is almost next to impossible to clear. That is also a myth, guys. Like smart structural learning will definitely give you good results. Okay. Smart structured learning will obviously give good results. Okay, so month one, basics, 3 month study roadmap, Linux, networking, try hack me. Okay, in month two, enumeration, privilege escalation, hack the box, medium level boxes, high level boxes, focus on that. Then month three, AD reporting, exam simulations, PWK labs, everything. See guys, month one itself, you have to go for Linux networking, enumeration, privilege escalation script, how to use a script, how to everything that you have to cover it in the first month itself. Then in the second and third month, it's purely boxes practicing. Okay, full CTF practicing. You'll start with complete CTF. You'll have to involve with a lot of CTFs. Okay, you then you obviously get used to it. That's why. Okay, so during the exam preparation, start with the easiest machine first. This for exam preparation, exam day preparation. Okay, start with the easiest machine first. Okay, so obviously like you'll have easy, medium, hard level machines and all. You'll have points also for each machines. Okay, so if you think you're not getting any proper entry point or not getting any proper path to proceed, it's good like you drop it and you proceed with another machine. It's not mandatory that you will have to complete one machine to proceed other. You can do start with fifth or fourth or first randomly. Okay, so start with the easy machine first as per your understanding, then document everything. Whatever the results that you get, take a snap because those will be used for reporting. Okay, use allowed resources only. Okay, because I think ChatGPT is not allowed in during the examination, and you may have to confirm it with the proctor once. Then you can easily proceed well. Take short breaks. Stay hydrated. Well, obviously, whenever you need, you'll be taking it. Report writing has 10 to 15 points. That's must. Guys, report writing must be top notch. You should know how to write reports, and you must know how official pen test report will look like. A lot of people have their own reports, own style of report writing. No one will be sharing their reports with others. Obviously, I'll also be not sharing with this because Kali's so means the offensive security is very strict in not sharing the report. Okay, so we cannot share the reports with one another. That's the only drawback. And we have resources. So 20 must know Linux, Windows commands. Soon you will be getting this 20 must know Linux and Windows commands, specially crafted for this OSCP examination. You must know that we will be sharing it to you over the resource. Maybe you'll get everyone who attended the webinar, you'll get it in a Google Drive. Okay, you'll have a resource folder. Then you'll have the GitHub links. Okay, you have the OS preparation roadmap. Okay, I followed these two resources only. It is good. You have exploits, you have cheat sheets, you have enumeration scripts, you have scanning scripts, you have few exploits there. So you can obviously refer them. And if you want to go for walkthrough, follow this guy, IFSEC from YouTube. He solves CTF boxes from TryHackMe, and he have posted a lot of videos. So if you want to start learning and solving hack the box CTFs, then you can start from here. I would divide the hack the boxes and vulnerable boxes in a way. Vulnerable is for beginners, and TryHackMe and hack the boxes will help you in the medium to advanced level learning. Okay, so you can do it now. Just a little bit of focus and perseverance is needed. Well, that's must for 3 months. Okay, because you have two way of purchasing this course. You can purchase it for annual, learn one, or you can purchase a course and cert exam bundle that's valid for 3 months. Okay, so it's not hard seeing this visible results of your efforts right way. It will not happen today or tomorrow. So trust the process and trust yourself. Obviously, then you can get the fruit out of this effort that you have put in the time period of 3 months. Okay. So I have a lot of points that is in here. Vulnerabilities की through ही shell access मिलते हैं, but not all the vulnerabilities, Mr. Aman, because like I said, NTP version 1 is vulnerable. So you cannot get shell access out of it. Okay, maximum that you can do with an NTP port is like DOS attack. Okay, so you cannot get a shell access. Maybe you get a shell access also, you'll get a router shell access, because border gateways mostly have this NTP protocols and NTP servers. So you'll not get shell. Maybe you get a shell also, that could be a router shell. Okay, that's why. How you know, sir? That's the same thing I'm facing currently, poor time management. Well, it's not with you only. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Very sorry. So it's not with you. It's with everyone. You're bad with time management of your learning. Well, I'm bad with my learning as also. Like I'm learning something and I cannot manage my time. I'm giving you this advice because I don't want you to make the mistakes that I do. Okay, so that's the reason. It's very obvious everyone do this poor time management. Try to reduce it day by day. It's not like every day you can just change it abruptly, but little bit by by minutes you can change it. Maybe 15 minutes change per day will make a huge impact. Okay, so okay, bro, Priyansh, Manchal, you'll invite others to join. Okay, it's IPSec. Okay, a lot of conversation is going on. Okay, great. So I would ask, this particular webinar will be published in our YouTube. Okay, so you can go there anytime. You can share it to your friends also. Okay, and obviously, whatever you'll be getting the participation certificates also. Maybe in your WhatsApp, if you have contacted our team, if you have registered with our form, you will be getting this webinar participation certificates, everyone, over there. And I would ask you, if you have any feedbacks, if you have any what do you call suggestions or anything, if you feel good, I would ask you to write a feedback to us over LinkedIn. You can tag us, and that would really motivate us, and that could help us to help you out more in further upcoming webinars and all. Okay, so okay, from where we can get the certification done reliably, see, we are an OffSec partner. Of course, you can get this particular OSCP certification from us. Okay, you can come to us, you can get the certification from us, you can get the training from us. We have a tailored training method preparing you for the examination, and you will be prepared. Of course, whatever the thing that I'll say, our trainers will help you out in that manner. What you need to learn, what you should learn, what are the must cases, that you will learn it, okay, from us. So you can reach out to us, you can contact this number, and you can reach out to our website also, and ask for OSCP. Maybe you can get better discounts, maybe from outside. Try comparing the prices, and you can get good one. Okay, we will try our best to give you the best one. Okay. What's your thought about cybersecurity future? Cybersecurity future is not going to be that bad, but my opinion is like too many people are entering into cybersecurity, like how engineers are nowadays. So I would say as quick as possible, how quickly you're getting into a job, that would really help you. Okay, don't think like you'll be doing it later. Don't think like you'll be um, having time later, because you have new technologies coming up. You have AIs. You have people are moving into cloud. People are moving into IoT. People are moving into blockchain, Web 3.0. If you think like still I would say, on an unpopular opinion about OSCP, it's still outdated. Okay, we have network, web, and retrieving activity in OSCP. People have moved towards AI. People have moved towards Web 3.0, that is blockchain. People have moved towards cloud, red teaming, and people have moved towards IoT. People have moved towards OT. So there are too many advanced topics are there. Still, OSCP isn't bit overrated also, and bit under what you can say, what you can call like not updated to the date, but still, if you want to secure your career in cybersecurity, OSCP is the must. Okay. Uh, yeah, I was talking about the cybersecurity career only, like because career, um, if you want to get into your career, obviously you need certifications, you need skill sets, must guys. I am regularly taking interviews. What I face, like people comes out of MSc cybersecurity, people come out of BTech cybersecurity, people come out of various cybersecurity trainings from lot of organizations around the globe, and they lack a lot of basic knowledge. No idea about scanning, no idea about enumeration, no idea about how to proceed with. That's where you lack. You have to cover that in your learning. Examination, certification is the second thing, but what matters is skill. Okay. Okay, how many years of experience? It's not a certification that you need experience before you acquire. Okay, and it doesn't have any prerequisites also. That's a good question. And you don't have to be an expert or in the cybersecurity already, but you must be a beginner already into cybersecurity at least. You know how things work in cybersecurity. You know how things goes in cybersecurity. You know little basics in Linux and networking. That's must to proceed with your OSCP certification and training. And uh, I'm okay, Ranjit. I'm okay. I'm okay. All good. Thank you so much for your concern, and I'm doing good. And happy Halloween and happy weekend, everyone. If you have anything to say, you can say it out, and then I will try to answer it. Otherwise, we can end this meeting, and we can have a happy weekend and happy Halloween. Yeah, one more thing I just need to add, guys, about a platform that where you can learn and get some knowledge out of it. We have launched a product in June that is called as Securum X. Securum X is a platform where you can do bug bounty and also CTFs. Okay, like how Try Hack Me and Hack the Box are there, right? So exactly. So you can go for these particular platform to register yourself and play. Okay, so these URLs that I've given you, ctf.securumx.com has Jeopardy-like CTF challenges. It's not like big challenges, big machines that we have in CTFs, but Jeopardy challenges are challenges that is made in minimal way. Means, for example, you have a port number, you have a forensic challenge, you have to decode something, you have to get results out of it, you have to hidden messages, you have to find, you have to do reverse engineering. Okay, so all these things that you have to do it. That's great, John. You are third in ctf.securumx.com. That's fine. So I hope everyone can register and do it. That's free. That's all time free. You register it, you participate in it. Every month we'll have the Hall of the Fame getting published in the ctf.securumx.com. Yeah, you can give request, Prasanjit. We can connect with LinkedIn. Okay. So you can participate in this ETF.SecurumX platform, register it, learn it, and you have 50 challenges upcoming by this week or next week. You have 50 more challenges. You will have walkthroughs available in our YouTube channel for the challenges that is in the ctf.securumx.com. So when you get time, just go there and practice it and learn more. Okay. That's it for today. It's a wonderful webinar, and I'm so happy that people have interacted with me a lot, and that's what I expected from this webinar. I don't want an webinar that is more one-sided, where I am speaking, not the others. So that's great. So I'll be meeting you soon with another topic in another webinar or maybe in another workshop that I can call you out for more practical session. I'll bring something special for you next time. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day. Happy Halloween. Happy weekend. Bye.